Hey, what's going on, y'all, man? It's the Pimps, Players, Hustlers Fantasy Football League, week number 9 now. We just passed week 8. As you can see, we got some guests in the building. After 1 week of calling them out, they've shown up. So, would you like to introduce yourselves?
It's Matt Foster, greatest fantasy football player to ever play the game, best shit talker ever. You all know me as the Juggernauts.
Sure the mic. Duke Lewis, the only two-time winner in the modern era up in this league right here. Owner of the URSO.
He does have a point.
Okay, right on. Yeah, he does have a point with the modern era. But anyway, hey, we'll get into that. So last week there was some fireworks on the Commish Message. Volzer was pretty heated.
I was heated, and, my anger, of course, was directed to these two because they're the more vocal of the league. However, my anger was really about the Cowboys, and that was a devastating blow. That was a devastating blow to me at Romo, and I think there's a couple reasons. One, I'm so overly invested in the fucking Cowboys, and they break my heart every year. I was playing you, and I wanted to beat your ass, and I was going to beat your ass. First quarter, Romo connects with Witten. Your quarterback throws 2 picks in the first quarter, and I'm on my way to the money. I would have won the money that week, no doubt about it. Romo would have thrown 50 times in that freaking game. That level it hurt me. Cowboys level it hurt me, and then my fantasy team it hurt me. So it was like a triple whammy. And you guys got the wrath of that.
But Volzer touched the money. Volzer touched the money a little too early. Oh, I'll whoop your ass with Kenny Britt's points on the board. Oh, I got you. What happened?
Even leaving McFadden with 40, I still would have won that game.
The sniper came out, dude, and just plugged her. Boom, Romo.
Wow, cool. Medic.
He tapped out.
It hurt, man. It's hurt so bad that I don't even like football anymore. I can't watch it.
I really feel bad for you, Balls.
And you guys don't know what it feels like because your team hasn't been good since the mid-'90s. Your team hasn't been good
Balls,
since the late
Balls,
80s.
Come on now.
So you guys don't know what it's like to be
I feel for you, man.
a contender.
I feel for you.
To injury,
Sorry.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm going to throw it on you. Eli Manning, the 10th round draft pick. Boom, Hakeem Nicks, 1 touchdown. Hakeem Nicks, 2 touchdowns. It was just pile on after a while.
Me, and of course I'm getting pissed.
I felt bad for you, man. I mean, everybody,
so bad for you,
and these are all the same people that, after Hakeem Nicks throws down 3 touchdowns in week 1 of fantasy football, he's got 6 in him on the year.
Bulls, have you noticed that I'm wearing a Dallas Cowboys shirt in support of you just to make you feel better?
That's to make me feel better?
Make you feel
better. I have a feeling that there's something underneath that shirt.
No, there's nothing.
Yeah, I know you.
He already has it. He already has it ripped on the collar, ready to tear off. Something underneath there.
So, Bulls, I'm here to answer.
I want to see you ruin that shirt. I would love to see that. It would make me feel better. Just like laying into your ass last week made me feel better.
Well, I'm here to answer your. I'm here for you, Bulls.
Any questions?
I'm here to answer your questions.
Okay.
I'm here to answer your questions.
Let me see this real quick here. We'll start.
I was called out by you. I'm here.
Okay.
Mr. Nice is here, ready to answer all your questions. I'm trying to soften the blow with my T-shirt.
Why did Mr. Nice show up?
Well, let's just let the viewers out here know. We've kind of had a long-standing feud go on here. Initially, it was kind of Volzer and I, but lately it's been getting a little heated, between the Vanilla Grill over here and old Volzer. So, Vols kind of called Fossy Foss out on a few things. Some shots are taken back and forth. There have been some questionable calls, questionable insults, a little shit talking on both sides, questionable trades. So we're here to air it out, and we're going to have a little segment where Volzer it's unedited, raw, just how we like to do it here. Action. And we're going to shoot it at Volzer and shoot it back at Foss. So
good. Because I did make a lot of claims about you last week, and then you responded back. You got all sidetracked with Roethlisberger trade, and I'd like to talk about that too. But I want to first ask you a few questions to address some of the things that I brought up last week. Number one, and I didn't bring my list, I didn't bring my notes this time, but
I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later, about having notes when you're shit talking.
When you make a presentation or when you present something, usually you want to have some talking points so that it doesn't sound like a rambling mess.
I mean, if you're doing a book report or a presentation at college class, but if you're shit talking and you're on
I take this serious. I take the weekly Commish Message serious. Look, already.
No, what do you mean already? Already what?
Who's showing up, Mr. Nice or Mr. Asshole?
Mr. Nice. I'm sorry. I apologize, Older.
Come on, Gandhi.
I mean,
you're apologizing already? I haven't even asked my first question yet.
Mr. Nice is still here.
Okay.
Luckily for you.
We could see the flip. This could be like the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. We see the transformation happen, and I think that Cowboys shirt's going to get ripped off. But hey, first question, and we have to know, dodging Lump's phone call. I mean, rumor is that you hid your phone in the closet because you were worried about the ringing.
All right.
And look, you and Lump are good friends. I mean, you guys have had mandates where just the two of you have gone to the movies. So, I mean, you guys are good friends.
Well, there's always a seat between us.
But he called you, and he was legitimately pissed.
He was very
agitated. And he called you to talk to you about it, and you dodged it. Why?
Let me ask answer the question.
Okay.
Here's the deal. We're going to go back. We're going to rewind 1 year. Okay, when he blocked me off the board.
Back.
Yeah, this is just we're digging deep. No, this was a payback.
1 year ago.
Hold on, let me finish.
Let
Mr. Nice answer the question. Okay, a little over 1 year ago, Lump blocked me off the boards, and I was very, very fucking agitated, and called him direct. Probably 20 to 25 times. Are you gonna let Mr. Nice finish? 20 to 25 times. Didn't answer my call and was sending me texts saying, how do you like it, me not answering your phone call? So basically that was retribution. That was payback. Now everything's even. Because I got to watch him be antagonized.
Statute of limitation.
1 year.
It's like murder. There's no
talk about repressed anger.
It wasn't really
held on to anger for a year.
I was actually laughing the entire time listening to his voicemails, and I actually saved one. So I'm going to use that at some point against him. But it was absolutely hilarious for me. So that's the whole reason I did that. There was no fear there. There was no fear of what he was going to say to me.
No one's ever saying that you were afraid. I mean, I'm joking about hiding the phone in the closet. I don't think that. But I mean, this is a guy who's your friend, and and that's when I started with you. Like, you're taking it too far because not only you would text the dude and legitimately 300 times. I mean, that's high school. That's high school girl level right there.
Well, let's go back.
How do you text somebody 300 times? How do you do that?
That's I actually was an hour.
No, I resent it.
Monday Night Football.
But it goes back to Volzer made the point when I sent those 300 texts. Hey, that's over the line. That's wrong. You're going beyond what should be allowed in fantasy football. But I still go back to, okay, well, what about when Lump blocked me off the fucking boards? That's basically cheating. And then here I was
harassing you though. It was like you were blocked off the boards for 2 hours in the playoffs, which you got eliminated in the first round.
I mean, I didn't know it was a federal crime to text you repetitively. I wasn't the only guy texting you. I mean, I think it affected Volzer. It affected really. So who's answering the question? Am I answering the question, Mr. Nice, or are you answering? Okay. So I think Volzer took it harder than you did. I mean, you're over it the next day. Volzer was still talking about you're over the line, and then Volzer has hypocrisy to the T when he comes on over the line, calling me out, calling me every name in the book on the live message. I mean, when I'm 60 miles away.
What every name? Oh, you mean last week's message?
Last week's message board.
Oh, because I said you were a mental midget.
No, you're calling me a fucking steroid using asshole and this and that. You had it more than just mental midget. And mental midget, man, that's third hand, bro. That's plagiarism right there. That's been used like so many times, man. You got to have an original thought, bro.
You had come on to say that I was Dennis about the trade, but then meanwhile, the trade last year ended up with Dennis winning the championship and the Super Bowl, and you going out in the first round.
But everybody has to agree that trade that he made at that point was absolutely one-sided. That he made a retarded maneuver.
3,
exactly. I mean, it worked out. He won the championship. It wasn't just due to the guys that I traded him. But if you analyze the trade when it was done, he absolutely had a 3-2-1 Bagak, and I think 100% of the league agrees with that. Maybe not you, but I would have almost bet $100 that 11 out of 12 would agree that was a Bagak trade on Dennis's behalf.
It's a Bagak trade, but you got to hand it to him. So that's what
it worked out for him winning the championship.
It worked out for him, but it wasn't. There was no skill set involved where he made at that time a legit trade.
Neither Hazelton can ever make a trade and explain why they've made the trade. They'll never say, "Oh, well, I traded for this guy because I needed a running back and I need this." Or
they just do it on a whim.
They just do it on a whim. Like, he sounds good. If it's a name that they know, and they'll pull the trigger.
But let's just take this all and let's make a point for all you viewers out there. Old man Dennis Hazelton does have one. I repeat, one modern era championship under his belt.
I thought you were on my side, dude.
Reigning champion.
Hey, Mr. Nice is here, so it's all good.
Oh,
for
okay.
now.
Okay.
How much time we got
Sorry,
left?
did you have any
How much time we got left?
We got plenty. We'll
Okay.
I want to commend Duke for not telling Foster a good job in the last 5 minutes. So good job.
Oh, it'll be coming.
That's what the lapdog does.
So I guess the question is Volzer's lapdog Lump the lapdog?
You might. I don't
That's a
think so.
large
He
lapdog,
never tried to
man.
sit up.
Cut the blood supply off.
I don't know, man. I mean, there's still a lot of unanswered questions.
Well, I'm waiting. I'm here. Let's
All
go.
right, since Duke brought up your modern era champions, what do you attribute your lack of success in the modern era to? Because really, I think you've made the playoffs maybe once or twice in the modern era.
No,
and
in the
and
modern
never
era,
passed
I've
the first
actually
round.
missed the playoffs twice and then made it the other 6 times.
The
Yeah, you sure about
modern
that?
era is from 2004 season and on.
6 seasons.
Volzer and I joined the league and actually
Yeah, but I see. I mean,
talent in the league.
Volzer in my last championship actually only has a 1-year separation because he won it in 04, I won it in 03, 02. So there's not much separation there. You haven't won a championship or had much success since 2004.
I was in the second round last year.
Were you in that league, Lump?
Yes.
Okay, then you probably want to shut
I
up.
was in the second round of the playoffs last year.
But we will. I will say this.
Oh,
I
sorry.
would have won the championship.
I will go on record and say
The only thing that matters is championships. Nobody gives a fuck
That's
about
true.
first round or second
That's
round
true.
players. Excuse me. Mr. Nice is back. Mr. Nice is still here.
when Volzer and I were added to this league in 2004 as rookie biatches, there was 2 rookies in the championship title game. So that kind of gives you a little aspect into the talent in the league at
Kind
the
of hearing
time.
about 2004.
That's a good point, dude. Good point.
2009.
I'm just making a point.
Just come on, let's
I'm
talk about
just saying.
2010.
Okay.
All right.
Next question.
Oh, I have a question. Can I ask him a question? What? Can I not ask
No,
a
you
question?
can ask a question. Go
Can
ahead,
I ask a
Lump.
question?
Go ahead.
Since I've
Mr. Nice
come
is here to answer your questions.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Since I've been on the Commish Message since week 3, when I was 1-2, I've come on here and admitted my team sucks.
Well, it
My
does
team
suck.
is bullshit. Flacco, wacko,
Fuckhead Flacco.
Fuckhead Flacco sucks.
Excuse me. Sorry. He's,
Okay, so now that I've admitted that, and I've admitted it almost every week, did you not quit the league 2 times? Yes
Okay.
or no? This is a yes or no question.
No, I get
Did
to
you
it.
quit? Okay, hold on. Let me rephrase it for you. Did you quit as treasurer of our league?
No, I did not. I was fired as treasurer by our dear leader Lump. And then I'm going to I'm going to have
Okay,
these
hold
are not.
on.
Hey, yo,
Hold
no,
on.
you hold on. He's a
my
fa-
question is
that's
2
another
parts.
conversation.
Didn't I say I have two
No,
parts?
but okay,
I have a 2-part question. That was the first part.
No, I was fired as commish, or excuse me, as commish. I'm going to be commish next year. I was fired as treasurer. But the second part of your question, I'm going to answer that. I did.
I don't
Wait.
have a second. I haven't
No, you
asked you.
said, are you a 2-time quitter? I answered one half of that question, which is I was fired as a treasurer, and I did quit 1 time, and I'm going to explain why I quit. Here's the deal.
Okay, so you did.
you-
You
are
are
you-
a quitter.
No, I quit 1 time.
You quit.
Are you going to let me explain myself?
No, because that's all we wanted to know if you
No,
were a
that's-
quitter or not.
that's
we didn't
why-
know
that's
why
all-
you wanted to be a quitter.
That's all you want to know, but other people want to know more. So I'm going to explain
other people.
myself. So
Okay,
please,
sorry.
turn your mic
All
off.
right, that's
I'm
okay.
Are you going to let me finish or are you going to cut me off? Because Mr. Nice is about ready to leave the fucking house.
Okay.
Okay? So here's the deal. I'm going to explain myself. The reason I quit the first time is because you did something that I believe is unethical and it's unfair and it's cheating. You're blocking me off the damn boards. That's like you cheating in the league and saying, I'm going to add 20 points to my team just because I can, because I have access to the website. You're blocking me off the boards. You're not fighting me straight up. You're not fighting me head on. You're using your access to the website as the commish as an unfair advantage to shit talk me because you can't match my fucking shit talking. So you go the coward's way out, the fucking pussy way out, which is to block me off the fucking boards, and I'm not going to tolerate it. And that's why I quit. And then when we made the rule change to say, okay, there's an addendum to the rule change, which is nobody can be blocked off the boards for any reason, that's why I stay in the league. Because I'm not going to be every other week when I start getting your fucking feathers ruffled and you start blocking me off the board. It's not right, and I'm not going to play in the league like that. So that's the explanation for why I quit the first time. It's due to your unethical, cowardice-type behavior is why that happened.
Okay.
Well, at least you're not angry about it anymore.
I'm not angry.
And
Not yet.
I will say at times when Lump has been hit with some, as Brian Wilson likes to call them, verbal assassinations. He hasn't taken kindly to some of those. I mean, he does like to dish it out. And I will say when his team got ass whooped by my squad this year, Ghost.
Oh, bullshit. I was there.
No.
I was in the chat room all the time.
Monday evening.
I'm always
before
logged
the
in.
Game, when we all chat, Lump was nowhere to be kicking rocks, dude. He was kicking rocks down the street, whining about his team.
If it wasn't because you beat me. I have a second shot at you.
I went out on a limb and I said, hey, I'm going to whoop your ass this week, Tough Shed. Your team is terrible. He mollywopped me, dude. Just
mollywopped.
you know,
I love how Duke
he gave me the